JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, Connie G murdered in Spicy Hill, Trelawney. The Trelawney police are now probing the shooting death of a man at his home in Spicy Hill near Duncan's, Trelawney on Saturday morning. Iron Jarrett, 38, otherwise called Connie G, a labourer of Spicy Hill in Duncan's, Trelawney, was shot dead about 1 a.m. Residents reported hearing gunshots in the area, and about 7 o'clock this morning, Jarrett's sister found him with multiple gunshot wounds at the entrance to his board dwelling. He was pronounced dead at hospital. 3 men attacked, gun-butted in attempted kidnapping in Spalding. 3 men were attacked, beaten and gun-butted in an alleged failed kidnapping attempt in Spalding on the Manchester-Clarendon border on Friday evening. According to a source, 5 men employed to a well drilling company were ambushed about 6 p.m. while travelling from St. Anne to Spalding. 3 of the 5 men were reportedly injured by the attackers. It is alleged that a $3 million ransom was also demanded by the attackers. According to reports, during the ordeal, a truck belonging to the well drilling company was shot at while a company car was stolen. The driver of the truck managed to make his way to a nearby police station. The 3 injured men were reportedly taken to hospital for treatment. The source said the company car was shot down through the use of a tracker and was later found in Indian Town, Clarendon. Efforts to get a comment from the police were futile. 3 guns seized in St. Andrew and St. James. The nation's police force is reporting that as they continue heightened operational activities across the island, successes are being recorded in the fight against crime. According to a release from the Corporate Communications Unit, CCU of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, 2 illegal guns and 8 rounds of ammunition were seized in the St. Andrew South Division on Friday. There were 1 Luger high-point 9mm pistol and a Magmill 9mm pistol with 8 rounds of ammunition. Reports are that about 12:30 p.m., a police team carried out operations at 2 premises on Hibiscus Drive in St. Andrew, one of which was abandoned. The operation resulted in the seizure of the guns and ammunition. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Over in St. James, a joint police-military team seized an M16 rifle with a magazine containing 2 5.56 rounds of ammunition during an operation in the Norwood Zone of Special Operations Zozo about 7:15 p.m. last night. The weapon was found behind a church in the community. In the meantime, the police are renewing their appeal for members of the public to report illegal weapons by calling Crime Stopper 311 or Kingfish at 811 or the nearest police station as they continue the mandate to disrupt gangs, seize guns, and arrest gunmen. 3 shot and injured in Westmoreland. 3 people were shot and injured in Grangehill, Westmoreland on Friday afternoon. The incident took place around midday at a tire shop in the area. The injured men are currently receiving treatment at the hospital, where they are said to be in stable condition. A motive for the shooting has not yet been ascertained. Security guard held with illegal gun in Trelawney. A man working as a security guard has been arrested and charged by the Trelawney police with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. 32-year-old Ramon Lamar Thorpe Street in Falmouth was arrested on Thursday night at a nightclub in the southern Trelawney community of Wait-a-Bit. Reports are that the police acting on information went to the club where the accused was seen at the entrance. A search was conducted of his person and the gun was subsequently found in his possession. A black knapsack bag on his back was found to contain a silver 9mm Beretta pistol with a magazine containing 6 9mm cartridges. He has since been charged. Portland father and son held with ganja granted bail. A Portland father and son were held with ganja valued at $1.7 million, were offered bail when they appeared in the Buff Bay Parish Court. Linford Browning was granted $700,000 bail with 1 to 2 sureties, and his son Kathleen was offered bail in the sum of $600,000 with 1 to 2 sureties. Their co-accused, Lester Samuels, was also offered $500,000 bail with 1 to 2 sureties. Bail was granted when all 3 were jointly charged with possession of ganja, appeared in court on Wednesday. The matter has been transferred to the Port Antonio Parish Court and is to be heard on April 1. The accused were ordered to report to the Mansion Hill Police Station every Tuesday and Thursday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. as a condition of their bail. A stop order was also imposed. The men were arrested on February 17 during a police operation along the Mansion Hill Main Road. The police seized more than 250 pounds of ganja, valued at $1.7 million in a truck operated by Linford Browning. Renewed call for wanted men in Westmoreland. Deputy Superintendent of Police in charge of operations of the Westmoreland Police Division, Adrian Hamilton, said the police has been ramping up efforts to capture criminals in the parish and has renewed their call for wanted individuals to turn themselves in. We have made the call from time to time for persons who are wanted to turn themselves into the police. We have also provided avenues for that to be done, including interventions, speaking to their relatives, and telling persons or warning persons of the dangers in terms of harboring fugitives, Hamilton said. We are determined as a police force within the parish that we'll ostracize this crime cancer from the parish. We know it's not an easy task, but we're in for the long haul, and we'll be continuing our efforts as I mentioned before, and all hands are on deck and the team is raring to go and has been really ramping up the intensity on the ground, he continued. This follows the apprehension of another man on Westmoreland's most wanted list. Roger Webb, otherwise called Cityman of Gordon District in White House, who was wanted for assault of common law and illegal possession of firearm, was arrested on Wednesday along with 5 other unnamed men. But Hamilton has said that even though the police have made some headway in apprehending and arresting some of these wanted individuals, there are still those who have been eluding the police. Some have evaded the call. Some have been out there on the run, but we want to renew the call for 3 other wanted men from the parish. Omar Fogo, otherwise called Satan, is wanted for a double murder in the Cornwall Mountain area in Westmoreland. He has been on the run since January, and we have seen an escalation in criminal activities stemming from that same incident. He needs to turn himself in because he is also on our radar, and we're targeting him for capture, he stated. Additionally, we have Tyreek McDoe, otherwise called Blacks, from a Grangeville address. He is wanted for wounding with intent. We have launched several operations in terms of pursuing him, and he continues to be on the run. The third person is Rickle Barrett, otherwise called Tuggy Tuggy. This man is wanted for murder, and he has reigned terror. He is from the Dexter Street area in Savlamar. A zone of special operations is currently in effect in that part of the town, and he has reigned terror within that space. We have done what we're supposed to do. We have pursued him in several operations. We have sought intervention, and I personally spoke to his mother, who from her account is a minister of religion, and she gave the assurance that he will be turning himself in to face justice. He has not done so, Hamilton continued. He reported that the 3 men are currently on the run, and the police are continuing to target them for apprehension, along with other wanted individuals in the parish. Hamilton also extended a warning to criminals who are being faced with capture to abstain from employing acts of violence towards security personnel. He said where they are met with force, the police will respond in similar fashion. I will hasten to say also that we want the citizens' collective voices within Westmoreland to be raised vociferous in unison, demanding that criminals who face apprehension do not bring deadly force to the police. Even though our objective is to preserve every life, we're also trained to employ the necessary force that is proportional to any attack that we face, he stated. 60 new COVID-19 cases, 1 virus-related death. Jamaica on Friday reported 60 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of confirmed cases on the island to 127,916. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also reported 1 more virus-related death. The death toll since the start of the pandemic now stands at 2,811. Of the newly reported cases, there were 39 females and 21 males, with ages ranging from 4 years to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Clarendon 8, Hanover 1, Kingston and St. Andrew 5, Manchester 2, Portland 3, St. Catherine 5, St. Elizabeth 3, St. James 22, St. Thomas 3, Trelawney 1 and Westmoreland 7. The latest victim is a 93-year-old male from St. Elizabeth who died in February. The country also recorded 289 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 76,422. The country's positivity rate now stands at 6.1%. There are 721 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.